If you've seen K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix, you already know it's a mixture of flashy K-pop energy, demon fighting action, and some surprisingly emotional moments. But what you probably didn't know is that this movie is packed with hidden details and behind the scenes secrets. So today, we're breaking down the coolest facts about K-pop Demon Hunters. And trust me, some of these are going to change the way you watch the movie forever. Let's get into it. Now, when K-pop Demon Hunters was first announced, they actually dropped concept art of Huntrix, and the designs were way different. For example, Mira's weapon wasn't the Waldo we see in the final cut. Originally, it was going to be, well, a fan, designed completely differently, almost like a magical folding fan straight out of an anime. And Zoe, completely different look. Her hair was long, teal, and half shaven on the side. Way more punk rock vibes. Honestly, I kinda wish we got an alternate universe version of the Huntrix just to see what that would look like. The Huntrix make history. They are the first girl group to hit #1 on the Billboard 100 since Destiny's Child. That's a 25-year gap. So basically, Rumi and the squad are standing shoulder to shoulder with Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle. No pressure, right? Now, this one shocked me. Baby Rumi's voice is actually played by the real-life daughter of the director. And get this, her real name is also Rumi. So when you're watching those flashback scenes, that's not just a character. That's literally the director's daughter cemented into the movie. Talk about keeping it in the family. But here's where it gets even crazier. The adult voice for Rumi wasn't even supposed to be Rumi. She originally auditioned for Celine, a smaller role in the film. But later, the team decided she was a better fit for Rumi, and boom, total role change. Imagine auditioning for one character and ending up being the main star. That's wild. Let's talk villains. Green Ma, the big bad of the movie, looks intimidating as this flaming, demonic figure. But originally, he was supposed to be way grosser. Early designs had him as this massive monster with multiple eyes and a way more traditional demon look. And his name wasn't even Green Ma, it was Doc Cellini. But here's the kicker. Director Maggie Kang said at one point, Green Ma was imagined as a wannabe K-pop idol. Yeah, so instead of this terrifying demon lord, we could have had a villain doing dance practice in the mirror with a dream of making it big in K-pop. Honestly, part of me wants to see that vision come to life. Now going on to Jinu. You know Jinu's song, Jinu's Lament? It stands out because it feels so raw compared to the others. That's because this is the only song his voice actor sings in the movie. No other professional vocalist, it's just the voice actor. That's why it hits so differently. And here's a bonus detail. The name Jinu is partly inspired by the Korean hip-hop duo Jinu Sean. Director Maggie Kang made the references because Sean is also her dad's name. So that one's a little personal. Let's talk about the Saja boys. Baby Saja's voice actor, he's the same guy who actually wrote the song Soda Pop. And unlike the other Saja boys, Baby Saja doesn't have a separate singing actor. It's all him, both speaking and singing. Also, fun little Easter egg, during the variety show scene where the Saja boys bring out the slide, Baby Saja is the one who actually scribbled Huntrix on it, confirmed by the art director. Believe it or not, Rumi wasn't even meant to be the main character of this movie. She was created for an earlier project called Plastic Walrus way back in 2016. The director loved the design so much that she basically lifted Rumi out of that project and dropped her straight into K-pop Demon Hunters. And it's not just as a side character, she made her the lead. That's like a character being promoted from an abandoned short film to Netflix superstar. Also, remember that scene where the Huntrix are covering up their scars with makeup? If you look closely, Rumi's mirror is different from everyone else. That's because in the intro fight scene, they literally threw hers away during battle. Tiny detail, but it shows the animators were paying attention. Here's one that didn't make the final cut. In a deleted scene, we see Zoe getting bullied. Classmates tear up her Sunlight Sisters posters and shove her in her locker. That scene would have added a whole other layer to her character, but sadly, it didn't make it into the final movie. Here's some quick fire facts for you though. All the Saja boys use the same CG body model except Abby. He's 20% bigger. Zoe actually wrote her lyrics to How It's Done while she was in the USA. The voice actor for Mystery Saja, he also voices the pilot demon and the variety show's host. Number 2, Triple Row. And the voice actor for Rumi also plays June, the bounty hunter in Netflix Avatar, The Last Airbender live action. Now, this one makes me laugh. During food scenes, like when they're eating ramen, the actors actually ate real food while recording. That's why the slurping sounds are so believable. And when the characters were supposed to sound out of breath, the actors literally ran around the recording studio before doing their lines. That's dedication. And finally, some huge milestones. As of August 16, 2025, K-pop Demon Hunters is officially the second most watched film on Netflix. Not only that, it also has the highest Rotten Tomatoes score for Netflix movie ever. That's insane. So yeah, from abandoned character designs to wannabe idol villains, to directors sneaking their kids into the cast, K-pop Demon Hunters is full of details that most people would totally miss. Which fact blew your mind the most? Personally, I'm still stuck on Green Ma, originally being the failed K-pop trainee. Drop your favorite in the comments, and if you want more breakdowns like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.